All right, so what I wanted to do is put together a quick video talking about my packing list when I travel, being a type 1 diabetic. One of the other videos that I posted has got a good bit of views for my sake. It's all relative, I guess, but basically what it came down to was I was on a trip, and this was at the time I was on the Medtronic pump, and basically the inserter that would actually shoot and engage the syringe part into your skin, I lost it, I broke it, I can't remember exactly what happened, but I had to manually figure it out. And long story short, it got me thinking, the only other times I've really been stressed on any sort of trip, whether it's vacation, work, business, whatever it may be, is when I wasn't prepared. Maybe I was running short on supplies because I didn't pack enough. And what I've done now, especially with kids and having a family, wife, and just a lot of chaos, I've broken it down to almost a science. I've got it on a sheet right here because I'm filming on the phone. But basically, I've got a little note section of my phone, and anytime I'm going anywhere, I just go through my quick list so there's never anything I'm forgetting. So I wanted to show you real quick some things that I bring. Maybe all this is things that you're already doing. If not, I hope it's something that you can keep in mind moving forward. But first things first, insulin. So I got my vials, depending on the amount of time I'm there, however many I need, and then I usually do at least one more on top of that. So I bring my vials, my fast acting. I am on the Omnipod, so I got a fast acting. With that said, I do bring a backup, long-lasting, long-acting insulin in a syringe, as well as a fast-acting in a syringe. The reason why is I don't want to ever be in a position where I drop the vial on accident or something happens and I just don't have access to it, and then I'm stuck trying to figure out exactly what to do. So by having a fast-acting pen and a long-acting pen, I can at least buy some time until I'm able to get the pod, if that's what I want to do, or I can obviously just go on with the old school way, and I'm good with that. So that's number one. Number two, obviously my pods, being on the pods, I bring a ton of these. I usually personally just break them out of the box. They're a little easier for me to pack. So instead of this big bulky box you have to put in a bag and just takes up a little extra space, I do break it down. And now, same thing, and you just kind of are able to condense it down into just a thin little sliver. I usually put it in a sock, something like that. What I do is I bring these at least, again, depends on how many of each thing you're needing to bring, but I usually split it up. So I'll have one in a carry-on bag, one set of something in a carry-on bag, and then the other set in a checked bag if needed. I like to keep as much as possible in my carry-on though, just because I don't want to ever be in a position where I'm looking for things if my bag got lost. So pods, sensors, I'm on the G7. So again, these go 10 days. There's a new one out that's 15 days. Really just a matter of days. And then again, account for extra. I don't know how many times I've had these fail. The good thing about that, if it does fail while you're on a trip, it's just a matter of calling in to Dexcom to get a replacement sent to you. But again, it's a peace of mind knowing that I have extras and I don't have to worry about it. I bring the old school checker, obviously for calibrations. If I do run out of pods, if the pods aren't reading right, whatever it may be, I bring my old school blood checker along with extra lancets and test strips. So there's that. I bring these. This is just one of the brands that I've found that tastes good, but it's a quick acting glucose packet. So if I'm ever going low, whether I'm, we've been to Hawaii, we've been out in the jungle, we've been on canoes in the middle of, in the middle of nowhere. I don't want to ever have diabetes hold me back. So I always try to over prepare to allow me to do exactly what I want to do when I want to do it. So these are a great option to have on hand. Like the same thing as the pods. They're super easy to pack and they're super skinny, and they do the job. So these are great to have on hand. I'll keep these over here because I want to show you how I keep those. I do have an insulin cooler. I don't use it as much as I thought I would, but I do put all the insulin that I pack into this just for a safety sense of I don't want them to get banged up or broken. But then also, again, I'm being more prepared and more proactive than anything. if I go to a place and let's say a fridge is not working or it's hotter than I want it to be, I at least have access to have this, and I can keep it cooler in here by getting some ice and, you know, keeping it cool in the insulin cooler. So last but not least, two more deals. I do also, instead of the SOS packets for fast acting, I do have a basquimi. I've never had to use this, knock on wood. But again, it's a self-use if you're in a situation where you think you're gonna go unconscious, and or if someone's with you and you have gone unconscious. It's just a quick nasal deal that gets you going again. Same thing as a glucagon red shot. And a ton of batteries. I don't know, I guess I don't even need this. This is from old school when I had to use the Medtronic pump, but I still keep batteries on hand. If you can get one, get a second controller for your pods. I don't even know how I ended up getting a second one, but I do have it. So there's that. Obviously the pod controller itself. What else? We got syringes, last but not least, syringes for the old school insulin if needed. And to kind of wrap it all up, I do recommend this. I don't know, it's kind of a cool thing nowadays, but I do rock the fanny pack when I'm traveling a lot. So when I'm going through security, when I'm going through the airport, I put everything in there: my phone, my pod, controller, my wallet, passport, whatever it may be. But the main two things diabetes-wise that I keep in here is the pod, the SOS packets in case I do drop off, and I do just keep some candy. Like I always have some Skittles in here when I'm running around through the airport, but then also whenever I get where I'm going. I just keep everything in here, keeps it safe, keeps it easy access, and again, it's just a matter of peace of mind. So we've got a lot on our plates, so if there's anything that can alleviate some of the stress and give you a peace of mind, go for it. So I hope that helps. Leave some comments if you have any questions or if you guys are doing anything that I don't do, and y'all have a good one.